Hello, my brothers. After a year of slavery, another begins. Of what, my brothers? Of slavery? It's amazing how people don't get this. I was watching TV. People go crazy, rushing to the same place. Years pass, but it's always the same. It goes on generation after generation. Year end, everyone flocks to the beaches. A 1-hour trip now takes 5 hours. What should take an hour takes 5 to 10. Like cattle, it's the same every year. Christmas, New Year's, all head to beaches. A short trip becomes a day-long journey. Multiple accidents, deaths every year. It's the same old story, passed down through generations. Celebrate the end of a year of slavery, then a week later, celebrate a new year of slavery. This cycle never ends. It's passed from one generation to the next. But today, brothers, I want to discuss what the Messiah said about the Holy Spirit's outpouring. Many cite Acts chapter 1 verse 4, where the Messiah tells the apostles not to leave Jerusalem until the Holy Spirit comes. Look, brothers, it's another lie. It's just another deception. The Messiah supposedly saying not to leave Jerusalem until the Holy Spirit was poured out. But if you analyze it, you'll see the Jews manipulated this passage. Of course, the Jews wanted to look good, playing saints, claiming they didn't kill the apostles, the true prophet, or the Messiah. See how they twist things? In Acts 1:4, the Messiah tells them not to leave Jerusalem until the Spirit is poured out. But in Matthew 28:10, the Messiah says nothing like that. So you see a contradiction. Look at Matthew 28:10, Luke 23:55, Luke 24:6, Mark 16:7, and you'll spot the contradiction. Some folks emailed me saying, but brother, the Messiah said to stay in Jerusalem until the Spirit came. The Spirit wasn't poured out in Jerusalem, but in Galilee where the Messiah was born, in Nazareth. Perhaps you didn't get it. All right then, open Acts 1 verse 4 and see for yourself. It's saying the Messiah told them to stay in Jerusalem until the Holy Spirit is poured out. But in Matthew 28:10, you'll see the Messiah telling them to go to Galilee. In Mark 16:7, you'll see the Messiah telling them to go to Galilee. In Luke 23:55 and Luke 24:6, you'll see the Messiah saying to go to Galilee. Brothers, after the Jews killed the Messiah, when he rose, his first order was clear. All apostles and everyone should leave Galilee. Leave Jerusalem. He left Jerusalem for Galilee, where he'd appear. There he appeared to the apostles and poured out the Holy Spirit. My brothers, it's so simple. The contradictions in the Bible are immense. Each day you find more contradictions, lies, and deceit. Another brother emailed me about what happened here in Paris. I'd rather not comment on that, as breaking bread is what matters. World events, the world's already evil. It's the system. So, brothers, what's happening will only get worse from now on. With this new terrorist attack, more laws will come to the EU. They wanted to change laws. Now they'll use this to change many. About the people killed at the magazine, this has been going on for a while, brothers. I've seen them making drawings about Prophet Muhammad for years, saying this and that. They've been getting threats for over 5 years now, not just recently. I see them occasionally making cartoons in the magazine, like Muhammad kissing another man. They provoked Islam, and well, brothers, you know how it goes, right? Just like if you provoke the evangelical Masonic gospel system, they'll find a way to take you out. They always do. Similarly, if you mess with Spiritism in some Middle Eastern countries, they'll kill you. If you provoke Islam, and there's a lot of Islam here in Europe, if you poke at it here, they'll find a way to get you. It takes time. For over 5 years, they've been threatening journalists who wrote about Muhammad and Islam in magazines. This isn't new. It didn't just happen now. For years, they've faced death threats, bombings, and more. This has been going on for a long time. Eventually, sooner or later, a tragedy was bound to happen, right? But I don't like talking about this, my brothers. Let's break bread and acknowledge the world is already evil and things will only get worse. So, brothers, when the Messiah said to Mary Magdalene after his resurrection, "Tell my brothers to go to Galilee, I'll speak to them there." But in Acts 1:4, it says to stay in Jerusalem. Look at these contradictions. It's logical, my brothers, that the Messiah would pour out the Spirit on Galilee, where all peoples, nations, and languages were gathered at that time. It's there, my brothers. It's so simple to understand. So there you have it, brothers, the message. When the Messiah died and rose, they said to stay in Jerusalem to receive the Holy Spirit there, not Galilee as originally stated. Lies. You see, there was a change. The Jews altered it to deceive people. But Matthew 28:10, Luke 23:55, Luke 24:6, and Mark 16:7 show the Messiah said to go to Galilee for the Spirit. There he'd meet the apostles and pour out our Father's Spirit.